Hi, welcome to this week's G.I. Joe toy review. This is the first week of February, or first weekend of February, officially. So video will be on the Silence Weapons Expert, and this is the popular figure of February. January's with Storm Shadow. This month is, the popular figure is Quick Kick, with his bare feet. Yeah, I put that in there for you, Hoodie Cobra Commander 788. So there you go. There's his bare feet. But before we get to look at Quick Kick and his bare feet, let's do our weekly shout-outs. First, back to the media at 41 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia. Their website is backtothemedia.com, or that's their website. Their email is backtothemedia@gmail.com. You can also find them on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Go and check them out for all your vintage video games and accessories, as well as vinyl records, and you can also get movies on VHS, Blu-ray, and DVD, as well as you get toys. And there's a lot of vintage toys plus Funko Pops. And while you're in the neighborhood, go to 115 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia, just on the other side of the splash pad on the walk-in mall. And go to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, where you can get comics, toys, and collectibles. And you can find them on Facebook. And their email address is timetravelertoys@gmail.com. And they actually got a good array of toys, collectibles, and comics. And actually, next week's figure review is a figure that I actually got from Time Travelers. Ooh. So when you go down there and see Charles, tell him I sent you. He does have a great deal of toys and whatnot. You can find a lot of stuff there, from like Thundercats and He-Man and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Star Wars, WWE, you name it, he's got it. So go down there to Time Travelers and Back to the Media for your video game, toys, and collectible needs. So go see them stores. So let's take a look at, before we get to the bare feet, let's look at Quick Kick's file card. It says Silence Weapons Expert, codename Quick Kick. File name MacArthur S. Ito. Primary military specialty Infantry. Secondary military specialty Intelligence. Birthplace is Los Angeles, California. Sorry for the stuffy noses. I'm still dealing with the sinuses. And his grade is an E4. The quotation goes, his Japanese father and Korean mother owned a grocery store in Watts. He began studying martial arts when he was very young to dissuade neighborhood thugs from harassing him or robbing his family store. Naturally gifted and a quick learner, he soon mastered several martial arts forms, including Taekwondo, Goshu Ryu, Southern Praying Mantis, Taiji Sword, and Wing Chun, among others. He was working as a stuntman in Hollywood when he found himself helping the G.I. Joe team. They were so impressed with his skills that they quickly recruited him. And there's a quote at the bottom, doesn't say who it's from, but it says, get into a fortified villa with 12-foot high walls, topped with razor spiral, and guarded with dozen Cobra guards, armed to the teeth. Easy. Now give me something really challenging to do. So I presume that comment was from Quick Kick. Or that quote was from Quick Kick, not his bare feet. And so let's start with his accessories. That's not his bare feet. With his figure stand, which is where you could actually, with these two foot pegs that are on it, you could put his bare feet on. But it's got the upraised Cobra logo, named Quick Kick, on the front. So his next accessory, that's not his bare feet, is his set of nunchucks. Nice little. Actually, these are actually, the modern update looks a lot better than the traditional vintage version, because it was in like a light gray. And it was all one color. This one's actually got the brown handles and the silver razor wire. And I'm sorry, I did call them nunchucks. The actual pronouncing of the name of this weapon is nunchaku, and so that's what they look like. His next accessory is his if I could get the nunchucks from staying over there. His next weapon is not, again, his bare feet, but is his samurai sword, which, just like the nunchucks, the vintage version was all one color in a dark gray issue. This one you get the silver handle, as you can see some of the silver paint's rubbing off. Typical Hasbro silver paint. And the handle, which is in a brown color, which I think is pretty cool. And his third accessory was, again, not his bare feet, is his backpack, which has a storing space for the sword, but it's kind of dumb because it doesn't, on the figure, it doesn't have any straps or anything that could actually hold the backpack. So I'm wondering how he's carrying it. But that's his backpack. So let's take a look at Quick Kick and his bare feet, with which he actually, and I'm sorry I'm doing that running joke with Cobra Commander, but I'm doing it on purpose. But here's Quick Kick with his brown hair and his white bandana that ties around to the back. It's got the red sun on the front, which is representation to the Japanese flag, and which is pretty cool because he is half Japanese for being an American man. And he's got a red sash, skin flesh tones paint apps on the upper body. It's like brown little cuffs on his elbow or his wrists. Black martial arts gi pants all the way down. And he's got a pouch right there on his side, as well as another pouch right there on the side. And of course, he's got his flesh tone colored bare feet. So let's take a look at the articulation of Quick Kick. His head can rotate the full 360. He does have the ab crunch feature. His arm can lift to about here. He does have full range 360 motion all the way around. Bends at the elbow. Rotates 360 at the elbow with the swivel. Swivels at the wrist. All the way around. Like I said, he does have the ab crunch feature. T-hook at the legs. His leg does lift about that high. Double knee joints, and he swivels at the ankle. And yes, to get the ankle swivel, you have to touch the bare feet. But he does not have the ankle pivot, mainly because of the bare feet, which I think is actually kind of cool. But that'll work. That's the articulation for Quick Kick. So let's go ahead and set Quick Kick up in battle mode. And here's Quick Kick in battle mode, battle ready. And he can carry the nunchucks in this hand, as well as keep the sword in the backpack like you see. He can't carry the sword in his hand due to the fact that he's got an open hand. His other free hand is an open hand. And but my opinion, Quick Kick first made his first comic book appearance in issue number 45. And he made his first cartoon appearance in the 5-part miniseries, The Pyramid of Darkness, in part 4, chronologically. But he also made the background of The Pyramid of Darkness part 1 in the opening sequence, in the theme song sequence. But that was a mistake, from what I understand. But Quick Kick also died in the issue 109, alongside of like Crazy Legs and a few other Joes. But my opinion of Quick Kick, this is an excellent figure, including the bare feet. I kind of understand why the bare feet, because for being a silent weapons expert, most of them, they do most of their fighting and stuff with bare feet when they do tournaments and whatnot. And it's really a great concept of doing it. But the bare feet actually can work. I could work with it. I would put this as a upper middle tier figure, if not top tier, due to being that, you know, he has his personality and his whole image and gimmick was like totally hip. And nunchucks fell out of his hand. But he's a great figure. I never owned the vintage version as a kid, but actually I'm glad I have this one. But Quick Kick is one of my favorite characters in the whole G.I. Joe series. And this is a great figure. I must have in my opinion. So tune in next week as we review my Time Traveler purchase of the Comic 2-pack of Dreadnought Ripper. So tune in next week as we review this other version of, my opinion, the dumbest Dreadnought imaginable, but and the most nonsensical Dreadnought. So tune in next week as we do Dreadnought Ripper. This has been Quick Kick, and now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And remember, bare feet are cool. Good. Have a good week, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. I hope y'all like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it.